God bless. Welcome back to my channel. I am Charlene, and today I figure I'd just read a couple of scriptures with you and do a little notes with you, if that's all right. I am in Proverbs 19. Looks like I actually read that verse, so I will be coming over here to verse 10. It is not fitting for a fool to live in luxury, much less for a slave to rule over princes. So, when we think about a fool, that is the opposite of what God wants us to be. He wants us to be wise, right? So, a foolish person living in luxury, having everything they want and need doesn't really sound too great. But at the same token, only a fool will acquire about these things to such a maximum that it becomes a luxury. And let me try to say this correctly, because that does not mean that if you're well off and well taken care of that you're a fool or you are in sinful nature. But think about people who you seen them, they inherit mommy and daddy's money or something, and they're very immature, they're wild, they're out there, they're drinking and smoking and carrying on, making all these kind of mistakes, and you're just like, man, because they're foolish in their heart, they can't handle the luxury lifestyle and they make poor decisions, right? God's sense makes one slow to anger, and it is his glory to overlook an offense. Let's highlight that, shall we? See what color we get. I've been trying to switch up, y'all. Good sense makes one slow to anger, and it is, did I say God sense? I did. I need my glasses. I think that's what I said. Good sense makes one slow to anger, and it is his glory to overlook an offense. So, this is definitely for me. I tend to not overlook offenses. Like, I want to say something, I want to rage, I want to express myself, I want to respond. I'm trying to write that. No response. Foolishness. No response to foolishness is glorious. And I'm just put a question for myself. Do you have good sense? Don't get angry then. Just talking to myself, like, that's how I need to really take that in. Like, do I actually have good sense? Then I shouldn't be so quick to get angry and respond and want to take up for myself. A king's wrath is like the growling of a lion, but his favor is like dew on the grass. Just anybody, like, their wrath, you make them mad and upset, or they want to get back at you, someone who's in authority or high power, you better be careful and watch out. But in the same token, someone who has favor with you, someone who, all the time, I see people treat my husband with dignity and respect because of their recollection of his father, who is no longer here. And that's amazing to me, because you want to be able to, oh, that's so-and-so's son, and have that. And in this case, we're speaking on a spiritual matter. So, hey, God is our Father. So how should we carry ourselves, and what do we expect? We should expect respect and favor and blessings to a certain extent. We don't make that our all in all, but there is favor for being God's child, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. A king's wrath is like just read that. A foolish son is ruin to his father, And a wife's quarreling is the continual dripping of rain. Now, y'all don't want to question that, Solomon, but rain, I don't know. Context is everything, right? I wonder how another translation sounds. I'm highlighting so ugly because I'm trying to not get in front of the tripod. I got my phone here. That was what? Proverbs. Well, I guess I just thought about another way or angle to look at it. During this time where a lot of work was done outside the home, rain didn't necessarily mean something pleasant like it does now. Like we're sheltered inside our offices, our buildings, and we can still work and be productive. Versus like farmers, anybody who does constructive work and things like that, architect, and they usually be outside. Rain is probably in a sense annoying, especially a lot of rain like we've been having lately, because they can't get their work done. So, rain will mean no money for them. So I guess that's annoying. That would be annoying. But let me see how it reads in a different translation. A foolish child is a father's ruin, and a quarrelsome wife is like the constant dripping of a leaky roof. Now, this is obviously, the roof makes all the difference. You see why it's okay and acceptable to go through multiple translations, because naturally I'm thinking like dripping rain is not irritating, but a leaky roof is. Y'all know? And that was the NIV translation. This is the ESV. And this is, I'm learning to not bash one against another, but to complement them together. And it's been a blessing. House and wealth are inherited from fathers, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. So, in case it needs to be, I know a lot of people like to define words. I try to do so every now and again. Still not quite doing the whole verse mapping, but for the sake of this, let me come down here, and then I would define prudent, because I keep forgetting it. Acting with or showing care and thought for the future. So a very wise woman who is caring and you're concerned about the future. You're preparing. Let's get another color going. I'm trying to figure out how I can sit my Bible in a way that is better for you and me. So I'm particular about my highlighting. That's like casting a shadow now. It's so weird. It's so weird how they did that. Anyhow, slothfulness casts into a deep sleep, and an idle person will suffer hunger. We know the scenario. You don't work, you don't eat. You have to be able to be productive and make money and not be lazy, not sit around, take care of home. Whoever keeps the commandment keeps his life. He who despises his ways will die. Definitely highlight that. I actually could do both of these, but let's see. I'm bearing down harder because I do want to see the max color from my highlighters, because I have yet to do that. I always go real light and fluffy, right? Whoever is generous to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will repay him for his deed. So this is very important because you want to keep what you do. You don't want to just showboat and, hey everybody, I just gave this poor man $20. But this is social media world. Like, everything got to be announced and recognized, and it's like, no. Because let me write that. God's recognition is greater and more pleasing than man's. So, and as y'all can see here, I'm messed up because I usually put the verse number to what I'm writing. Excuse me, y'all. I don't know why I gotta fight yarning so bad, but I end up doing so I can kind of come right here and just verse 17 and remember. I usually I've been doing like this so that I know that goes there. An imprudent wife, that's in blue, easy color. So many colors look exactly alike, y'all. So then I just blue. And of course that my ugly green color. Well, I need to write verse 11, right? There you have it. And I think that's enough right there. Verse 17 and go to 18. But just kind of show y'all how my mind works and how I sit here and study my Bible and just sharing with y'all. Hope you learned something. Hope this was helpful. Sorry about the shaky tripod and the angles. I'm trying to work it out, y'all, because I really want to do more Bible studies, but I have slowed down because I've allowed these things to get in my mind and make me uncomfortable. So y'all be praying for me, and I'll try to get myself together. Love you guys. God bless. Take care. Bye.